come on. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. There we go. Hello everybody. This is Alphian Arts, and welcome to kind of later than normal stream. I know I said I would try to kind of start around 7:30, but I got kind of caught up with some things, so I decided to look around and find a short game in my catalog, and that's what led me to the Beginner's Guide. I don't know much about this. I hear it's more of an experience than a game, but let's get into it. Begin the game. Please make sure audio is on. Yes, it is. Controls WASD and the left click.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Alright, let's get going. Let's take a look at this. Oh! Oh, evacuate immediately. Okay,
This game is called Escape from Whisper.
Where do we go?
It's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Here. To pass, why did I pick the burning path? I should probably pick the other one. Okay, we can shoot. This is pretty cool. It's nice and simplistic. So far. Oh. Oh. Are they supposed to be coming out?
It looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yeah.
And clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Which I did.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Okay.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh! That's pretty cool. Look at it down there. Oh. I guess this way? No. Or is it this way? I don't have any more bullets, so hopefully I don't have to shoot things. Do you just jump out? No? Oh, there we go. Just gotta get it closer to the door. Well, yeah, I think this was...
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. What if I go back into the labyrinth, though? Will you Stanley Parable this and force...
Or if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that, too.
Aha! I knew it. He is the Stanley Parable guy, so I knew there was be a way to go back. But I think I mentioned it earlier. Well, there's the door I came in through. But I actually wanted to get into game design for a long time. Me and Jassel actually met by working on a game. But just with, time and life and everything, I just haven't really gotten around to it. Hopefully someday I'll get back to it again. Hopefully I can find my way out of this labyrinth. There we go.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper Machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper Machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Okay. Sacrifice myself to the beam. Oh, sure, why not? Yes.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay, let's see what happens instead. Oh. 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 Huh, well, there's the lab.
Causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
This is amazing.
I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
So back in November 2018. The past was behind her. Oh.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh, that is cool. So that going out of balance thing, in the last game, I actually did make a game.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous
But the
game,
future
but actually
could
it
not
seems to
see.
be more focused, more complete.
Yeah.
Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Keep changing. Why does the future keep changing, but the future could not be seen? Huh. But yeah, I made a game back in college where I wanted to say probably the coolest aspect of the game was when you went through the front doors. So I pretty much had to make this, was working on this horror game. Oh, when she stops, it becomes clearer. But yeah, I was working on a horror game with one of my roommates and a few other people at the time for a class, and the game didn't come out that great. But if the future is always behind her, yeah, pretty much what ended up happening. Oh, hold on, more words. How will she find the strength? So yeah, when we were doing that game, I don't want to miss any more of this behind me, but while we were making the game, I would say the coolest thing is we spawned the enemies underneath the map, and that's how they would map upwards. And when you open the main door to the house, which you weren't supposed to be able to do, you would fall down and just run into all the craziness we had. And me and a lot of the other people who made the game thought it was really cool, but my roommate didn't, and he was the head developer, so he patched it out. But I thought it was very interesting. Oh.
It's a short little thought that says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Oh.
Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
What to confront it? Oh. This is fun. Oh. You are now entering. Okay. What are we entering? The void.
And that's it.
Oh.
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Oh, I'm with you. December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him.
Huh.
I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
One's work continues to live on.
I know it's tempting, but there's actually nothing over here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We gotta play the Stanley Parable on this as well. I have that game, so I'll definitely be down to play it as well. Oh. It's getting harder to go up.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Huh.
Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Or I could just keep going at a snail's pace. Will he say anything? No? Fine. Let's go back to full speed. That would take way too long. Let's get up here. Oh. You walked around talking. The doors complete the separate game. You are the queen, dusting your jewelry with your kingdom is destroyed. You are a gate.
A room that's warm and nice.
Series of lavish manuals
Little
come
ideas
with it.
for games.
Excuse me. Normal game where you have to scream into a mic every 15 seconds to keep playing.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person,
Sorry,
but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
You want to shop inside your own body, sell your organs strategically to make the most money before you die. Wow. Oh, I didn't even get to read them all. Ready, set, fish. Okay. I didn't get the year on this one either. Was it still December 2008? I'm just really engrossed in this. This is cool. I have my mouth agape the entire time. I'm just really like loving this.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
As a hold the lever. Hey. Oh. That's all foggy. There's another door there. Maybe if I pull the lever again. Okay, no. But luckily there's a handle here.
Don't forget that solution because we're
Oh.
going to see this puzzle again soon. We're going to see it a lot.
That is a cool idea for a puzzle. I'm sorry I'm not talking as much. I'm just taking all this in.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
You go through the walls? No? Okay. So let's do enter. Oh. Look at how much Coda built.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I'm not sure, but this is... Oh, January 2009. Oh, we're back to this place again. You are now exiting. Oh, we're leaving.
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
March 2009. The Great and Lovely Descent. Huh. Nice little farmhouse in the void.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
More of a tavern, I'm sorry. Like a tavern,
In all
cafe.
of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Oh.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Let's go down here.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh, crap, 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 crap. We're gonna fall. Oh, okay. No fall damage. That's good. Look at this. This reminds me, like, very much like an abstract, like, super, like, Mario Sunshine level. Or, what's that one game that everybody's playing right now where you have to get to the top? Like, is it Jump King? Well, backwards. Yeah. Woohoo! Ow. Oh, there's a big circle at the bottom here. What's down there? I need to know. And I could have just jumped all the way down. There's no fall damage, but where's the fun in that? Ooh, now we're like in a sewer, or... Is this open? Oh. Yeah. We're getting corralled. Oh. No. No. Well, we're going into jail.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Oh, wow.
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yes, please. Thank you.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
The big troll move right there, but alright. Oh no, we're outside. It gives me a very like liminal space type feeling. These 3 dots are all everywhere. I wonder if that's like a signature of Coda or not.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Sounds good. I'm just vibing with the world, you know? This is... Look at it, out there. You can see the sky the box down there, too. This is so cool. Oh. Listen. Okay, I guess we're going to be listening to something?
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay. You there. Do you come from above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there was this floating colored blocks. Let's see what happens if I say 3. That's the world above. You've been there. Now, this is important. Do you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. 2. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. 3. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we just met. Yeah, let's just tell him. Again, perfect. Now, please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Oh, trust me, you don't want to go over there. Oh no, but I do, we do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending, I promise you. Oh. I promise you what? I did not get to that, but luckily we're recording, so I can come back to that. Oh, it's him again. How did you get here? Was there a puzzle in the past? Yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? No. I've been right here this entire time. Yes, we did go through a puzzle. No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall space between the doors. 2. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. Alright, down further stairs we go.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
You know what? I just realized something. I'm sorry. Is there closed captioning in this? I'm pretty sure you guys could, hopefully you could hear it, but I want to make sure that if there's closed captioning, it's on. Oh, it does not look like it. I don't think it would be an audio. Oh, there is closed captioning. Oh no. I'm sorry. I should have had that on the entire time. Oh, it's on. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is definitely like,
A lamppost.
Oh.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
but it definitely feels backroomy with this. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Nice room, not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
How do you beat this game? No one pointed to this. Oh wow, there's a lot of notes. Coda left. Oh wow, Coda left a lot of notes. Whoa, holy shit. Holy shit indeed. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Oh.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
This makes me sad. I know he said not to read them all, but
it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much. is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world.
That's how
And then I feel less lonely too.
Oh, that's a long one. I saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I ever seen. I don't feel like becoming nothing will ever be as majestic as that. Oh, I don't feel that like living because nothing will ever be majestic like that. Oh, that's kind of sad. Do not be afraid. Do not care. This game is so nice. I would like it when I could. Do you feel like a hero yet? In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles could talk. Cool caravan, bro. You're running out of space. Soon you will be satiated. Oh, or what was that? Oh, suffocated. Soon you will suffocate. Okay. Running out of space. Soon you will suffocate. There are too many messages in this area. I agree. Why? Hey. Okay. No. Hey. I can type here. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. Nah, this is actually pretty fun. You guys over there right so much wrong. Alright. Let's just keep going. There's a lot. There's way too many notes for me to probably read them all. Oh, that's a sad one. I don't want to read that one. Can you even go up that way? I assume if I drop down, I could get to it. Oh, you can't. Okay. So it brings you through this. Okay. What the shit is this caravan? Boring. I can assure you, I assure you guaranteed that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. Huh. Neat. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. Believe what? Butt-ass butt. Yes, butt-ass butt indeed. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. They go to the bathroom. Recognize me, please. I see you. There's nothing here, but no, go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side door. Why so you so? Make game includes doors. Can't open doors. Thanks. Open sesame. Open door how? Oh. There's more this way. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. Oh. I help people because of the internal good feeling that I get. Okay, new room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would like very much to be desired. Yeah. Welcome. Congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. You can go in here, I think. Ew, don't bother. Oh. It's not very crowded here. Scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I fail to write anything here. I am compelled to keep reading these. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand. Let's jump together. Yep, doesn't work. Look at that over there, that art gallery. I think that's where we're going, maybe? Cabbage shapes our nation. What is that painting? Indeed, what is that painting? Is that... It looks like spots that represent each of the speech bubbles, maybe. Hey, don't talk about me, about me that way. It does not matter if you ever get over there. Very good game, indeed. I think I'm this is not going anywhere. Okay. Next time, I will do better. I need someone to talk to. Wow. This is a note? Don't listen to the other notes. I am not safe. Well, this one's to the ground. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. Look at the painting. That is pretty cool. Or it does look like little spots, little speech bubbles. Stop faking it. Painting. What does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. What's you, though? Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help. I am trying to speak. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Oh, did I just run into somebody else? Oh, nope. Cabbage-shaped starnation again. From up here, it just looks like dots. It does. Who are all of you? I'm Alpha in Arts. Well done, all of you. Thank you. I saw a person walking down there, and now it won't come back. Devil Tower Star. We will all die someday. Stop pretending you are the other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star again. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Maybe I'll feel really, maybe I'll feel real someday. I mean, it's kind of sad thinking that this is the thoughts of a guy. He was himself the horrible creature he could imagine. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Huh. Scared of running something, don't want to feel judged. The whispers. Escape, escape, need an escape. He cut it up and spread it between worlds. Kingdom Hearts. Almost there. I've seen everything. I have traveled the world. I have never told anyone. I wish there were notes in the real world. Become one with this spiraling nonsense. Downward, keep digging.
Each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
You close your eyes and wish for it really bad. Almost at the end. The door puzzle. Does this puzzle have a solution? OMG, I haven't been here for literally an hour. WTF do I do? Help! Help! This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer, answer, please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces. Before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I'm heading back to the start later, guys. Huh? No answer, I think. No solution. There is no secret switch. Guys, it's not so bad in here. Oh, come on. Oh, one person made it through. What is that noise? How do you leave notes? Oh, there it is. Oh, but the typewriters and the light at the end. Are you there? Please say something. It can't be anything. I need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having difficulty? Speak. I'm speaking. Speak. Loading. May through June 2009.
Okay, this one is tough.
Porn Stars Die 2?
It just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Porn Stars Die 2. Hopefully this is YouTuber friendly. YouTube friendly. Oh, more stairs, but there's a well. The lights. Boom. What the beat? This is so trippy so far. Looks like there's another path up there, but you can't get to it. Just making sure I'm not missing any notes or anything.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
So you're in the house, you see the well outside your bars, but it turns out you go further down, you just end up in the well. So you're just further trapped. What furniture ought to go to the center? How about a TV with surround sound? Or a refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. How about just one? A TV with surround sound. That's not a TV, that's a table. Look, how about along the walls? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. Did I push the wrong thing? I would really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the walls. Yes. Those are just chairs. You lied to me. I think there should be light in this room. A skylight. Full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12. Rescue electric. 6-inch soft LED. Oh, it's recessed. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put in light Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. I know they're just gonna put a lamp. Yep. What's the last one? And a table. We need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices have been making any changes. The tables were invented in 1935. I'm pretty sure my choices don't mean anything. Oh.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
That is...
So, okay, He throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Am I outside? Oh, yeah! Hello, please walk forward. This guy will enable you to escape any prison. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click it. Click it, turn slightly. Now, turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left sofa, move it over a little. Try to touch the shelves. That's it. In the real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Return.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Huh.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. I'll
Huh.
just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something.
Huh.
And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Some houses. There's a light and a phone booth. Guess we're getting in. Hello. Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep, I was in the escape tutorial.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the
That's
irony is
where
that
I
even
am
in this
right now.
scenario, you're still
I'm so
talking
glad
to
to
yourself.
know what I get out of it.
All of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in prison. Feel like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. It feels like being completely still and wild in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. 1, age just kind of does that to you. 2, I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. 3, remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Let's go with that one. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of me when you were trapped? No. I think I'm the first person to call back, yes. I did get a call, that's how I escaped. Then, can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. How do you feel right now? What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just tell me how you feel. It will make it will make sense. It will make sense. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games.
Yeah.
After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Alright. New location. A frozen
To me, this
trail.
environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I just follow the footsteps. Oh. It's a nice house. Some bathrooms. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserably that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make cozy homes.
The quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I know, don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. So, lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? It's a nice place. Well now, you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there now. Why don't we start cleaning and then decide whether you could do it all night? Wait, I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Much nicer. That's the tape I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Sure. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How did you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Oh, do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed by any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that in a tiny couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa there? Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You could hear it? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, it will try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? Yeah, make it extra cheesy. No. No, it was stupid, sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? I checked the tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? So, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
This house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? Darling, let me tell you something. Your house is only as difficult to clean as you are. If you're finding the work hard, maybe you have a bit of housekeeping to do before you come to work. Huh. And here I go with another lecture. Of course, I would. Don't worry about
Of all his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
It just keeps going too. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. There's a weird thing to say. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's do it. Keep doing this. Books would be books. Would you please clean them up the books? Thanks. Of course. Wait, can I clean it through the wall? No. That'd be funny if I could. Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows all over the couch.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Wish you could. I bet can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. Question.
But
did you enjoy
course,
this?
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Oh, looks like there's might be some issues with the stream right now. Hold on one second. I want to just check that. Alright, it looked fine to me. So we're gonna keep going. Oh, and it's back to V and X again. Then we just had a little spike there. Oh, the light at the end.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Yep.
I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2019.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Oh, 2009. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. Being perfect is effortless. Oh. This is the key. How do I achieve it?
Play as the teacher.
Oh.
Suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh. Okay. What's with the vortex up there? There's only one person. Okay, this is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told the elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. Oh, that's... Well, let me tell you right now. If it wasn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. This is... Well, I guess go with the yellow one? I don't know. Thank goodness for all of you. Thank goodness you all perceive me as being worthy and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Sure. Yeah, I guess the gray ones are his inner thoughts. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. I developed a cyst. Gross. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Haha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth. There is no path. What if I am not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone, run, run. It's good.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection,
I feel like
perfection,
it's one of the most
perfection.
relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Loading. January 2010. It was August 20,
This one took
29.
a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Now, I just realized throughout this thing, I might have been saying, instead of saying 2008, 2009, like last one was 2009, I might have said 2028, 2029. I don't know why I do that. It's just a weird thing that I just keep forgetting to not do. But, yeah, let's keep going. So, I apologize if, that's been the case. Alright. 2009, I think we're in now. Oh, we're supposed to go on stage. Let's go behind the curtain first. Is there anything back this way? Nope, just more stage. Okay, let's get on it. Let's I got a flash on. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. It still scared me. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start by leaning against this wall. Okay. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on. Say something to her. Hello. Sorry, I have to leave. Where's the bathroom? Hello. Hello. That's it. That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Oh. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. I'm super scared right now. No, not that. That's not what I said to her at all. You've completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew that what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to feel better. No, you need to feel, the setting. There are a lot of people around you, around us. Maybe it's that you need a better feeling of the setting. There are a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Talk to her again. No. Okay. You must have worked really hard to get where you were. You'll get where you are. There we go. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you had to make? Hold on, let me get some water. I keep screwing up the lines. 1. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. 2. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. 3. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? So it's 1, maybe. You're messing it up again! You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I've never gotten another... I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh! There's the light. Oh, there's a lot. Oh. I'm in cages again. Oh, okay, yes. Now, this is working. This is what it was like.
What's going to happen next in Coda's life? The solution to social anxiety, to
It's perfect,
fears
wonderful.
of having
This
to
is really
perform
wonderful.
and having to chase success. The answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what
I don't feel
leads to
comfortable.
scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago.
You're doing
where
great.
It just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Oh man. 2010. Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin. Oh. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. What's going on? Help, I'm blind. I'm, of course, not closing my eyes for this. Please, someone talk to me. Please, tell me how to solve this. Please, don't let this be forever. Oh, crap. Crap.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already.
Yeah.
It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Yeah, I can
And there
realize
is a
that.
solution, by the way.
What's going on? How do we solve this? Okay. Free line for the elevator. Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I burst you with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore.
Like I said, I was
I'm
getting concerned.
not in
First
out of
off,
ideas
he's never
training
been
me.
this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm out of ideas. Keep going, keep talking. I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say it. The thing. I thought it was going to be easy. Doing it. It's working. I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. We're going to be okay. Wow.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Oh boy.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Hello? Where am I? Who is this? Where am I? Where did this island come from? How did I get out of here? Hello? Is anyone there? Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Is that the tree? I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I feel nothing left to give to my work. I try to create, I feel empty. Why? Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me. It just started again. There was a machine that kept me going and then it stopped. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it. I know why it stopped. I need you to take me to it. Where are we going from here? Oh, that way. I could do that, but there's a problem. That's got a difficult puzzle. Help me.
This
Solve
one
the puzzle.
turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes, please. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Doesn't matter what I say, does it? You were going to end up there one way or another, right? Deal. There's a shrine gate. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he
Here's
was.
the puzzle.
He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Hey, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before. This is easy. Hey, I recognize this. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to close the door. First, you have to open the door. First, we press the switch on the inside. So, first, we open the door. Okay, now, what? Now we have to close the first door. Now we have to open the first door. Now we have to press the switch inside. 1. Now we pull the switch. Now just close the first door, open the first door, press the switch here. That was so simple.
Talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
I can't believe I never sold it before. Where am I? Deal. Okay, here we are. What are you talking about? There's no machine here. These are just words on some wall. When I tried to create, I feel empty. Where did this? Oh, those are all my responses. These are just some words on a wall. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Sure, making games is easy. Alright, making games is effortless. Sure, it's simple. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Why do I feel so awful when I said that? Why did the walls just crumble? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I was making games, I feel completely energized. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It is easy. It never stops being easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
This game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Yes, very much so.
Watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself. Just never stop creating. You'll never feel bad. Such a simple solution. Perfect. That feels fantastic.
I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. I'm going to vomit. Please, where is the machine? Patience. You have to trust me. I promise this will work. This is not working. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Always pays off eventually. Why is there more walls? Yes, more. Keep going.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I
Good.
wanted it to stop more than anything.
Same.
I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
There is no shame, no fear, no guilt. I will be saved by my work. I believe this unquestionably. I'm a vessel for certainty. Incredible, that's it. I'm free. I'm free. The prisoner.
But it didn't stop.
Oh,
After
boy.
this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Oh. May 2011. The Machine. I was not expecting to come in here feeling all this. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I tend to be quick. I tend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. I tend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh. Oh no. A machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. These people out there can imagine what pain you put them through. I was only because of your creations, that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do the job? How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so lonely. This is dark. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Alright then, I'll speak to them for you. Oh. My followers, my friends. My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Oh, I guess the machine itself? I don't know. I remember this. Oh, we're back on the stage again. It's gonna flash it. Oh, the gun! Oh, do I have to fight the machine? Oh. He's destroying his creations. And it's collapsing in around him. Wow.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Oh,
And so,
the
as I'm
typewriter
going
room.
through this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself?
It's kind of
Meaning
cool to do
back into
this,
his
but
work?
it's kind of sad. This is very sad going back through all these cool places, and oh, I don't like. Oh,
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
I don't know if I'm supposed to
This
fall through
one,
the void.
And the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Machine. Put down your weapon. We have to shoot the
Can you
machine.
see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
I don't like where this is
They told me
going.
how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
I don't
So
like this.
beautifully, beautifully happy.
Please don't tell me something bad's about to happen.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
I don't. The tower. This game is gotten very depressing very fast. Went from very, very interesting, and it's still interesting.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah, it feels. Oh, wait, I thought I was going under. Oh, there I am. Okay.
This room actually has a maze in it.
This room? Ow.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
Oh.
Every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is
Epilepsy
really
warning.
The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Please do. That's not good.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I
Yeah.
had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Thank you. Probably should have been fiddling with the numbers. I am hoping this doesn't end the way I think it's going to end. There we go.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
Oh.
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thank you.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Yeah, 3 dots have been everywhere. 3 dots have been everywhere. I even said that I thought they might be like a symbol of Coda, but I don't know what they would represent. Just keeps
I just
going.
felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
I don't think that's the case, but this is just...
Where did I screw up?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a sip of water. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. You,
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You're so infected. No, you so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, like hidden between games. If there was an answer and meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to? No, there we go. If there was an answer and meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Davey was the one adding lampposts to the game, not him.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
Would you
Nothing.
simply let me be?
Less than nothing.
Would you
What does
so?
that mean?
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Well, that took a turn that I wasn't expecting. Epilogue. We're at a train station now. But yeah, this took a twist I was not expecting.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Yeah, on the train, I take it. I got alley if I go to the wall. I guess we're going on the train.
Solution.
The train arrived. A mansion. A villa, possibly.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Which is entirely possible. But people see what they want to see in other people's works.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Oh, that's this. These are they filled with sand? Or ooh, this is kind of claustrophobic right here. I kind of like this.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Alright, let's go. Keep going. I would say the level inside is still pretty cool.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Or ruins. Just gonna save it that. Oh. A crack. Some obelisks as well. I don't know what to say at this time, to be honest. This game is taking me for a turn that I wasn't expecting. Not at all. We're supposed to go down the hole. I'm assuming as much. There's not really anything hidden. Oh. Okay, the floor's rising. We gotta get to this here. Now, is the floor going up or is the walls going down? Huh? Are we back at the train station again? No, I'm just like kind of taken aback by this. Wasn't expecting this to be the thing from the beginning. I wonder if it will do what it was intended to do, or if it's gonna do the other thing. Will it lift us out of here, or will it take us out? Oh man, this is what a wild ride. First option, we're going up, thankfully. Wow. It's a maze as far as the eye can see. The stars above. So wild. There's where we came in from, but it just keeps going. That one in sight. For our... I don't know if this music is copyrighted or not. Would not have been possible without the following individuals. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not. But there's gotta be a way for me to do that without closing this game out, but yeah, this is... I was just... Well, that was the beginner's guide. That was not what I was expecting of this game at all. It was started off very nice and just fed to a very dark place. But I still think this was a very beautiful game. I would go back and turn the audio back on for the game, but unfortunately, I don't want to close the window out again. But yeah, well, thank you. I think this is where we're gonna end it for the night. Once again, sorry for having a little bit of a downer here, but it's a touching, kind of touching. Was not expecting the way that this would end. It ended, of course, better than I thought, in a way. I thought it would end in a kind of a demonetization type way, but yeah. well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to comment. I respond to them as as quick as I can. And I hope to catch you guys in the next episode, probably tomorrow. I'll try to be back on around 7:30 Eastern Standard again. But until then, have a good time. Bye.